Now that the Republican treachery is complete, I think a $1.1 trillion spending bill orchestrated by John Boehner, Mitch McConnell, Harry Reid, President Obama, the level of treachery is starting to really get to people. Now, I've been broadcasting most of the time since the late 80s. And I used to be really hard on the Republicans and was hard on talk show hosts who said that they were conservative or said that they were Christian, and they weren't hard on the Republicans. I was hard on the Republicans and I was hard on fellow broadcasters because, in my opinion at the time, many of them were simply acting like hacks for the GOP, reading their talking points. But I have been very thankful as I've been flipping through the dial lately, listening to Rush, listening to Sean Hannity, listening to Mark Levin, listening to Michael Savage. All of them, to one degree or another, are just ravaging the Republican Party. And they deserve it. The Republican Party deserves it. So what I would like as a takeaway for you for this moment in our nation's history is to really look at the hypocrisy and the betrayal of the Republican Party. We could never have gotten in the mess that we are in as a nation if it were not for the complicity of the Republicans. And in some ways, I feel that the Republican Party is more evil than the Democrat Party. I could be wrong, but let me at least make my point. The Democrat Party tells you, we're going to kill babies. We're going to push for illegal immigrants to be given a pathway to amnesty. We're going to push for same-gender matrimony. The Republican Party in its platform says we're pro-life, we're against illegal immigrants getting amnesty, we are in favor of matrimony being between a man and a woman. And yet, the Republican Party funds Planned Parenthood. The Republican Party, Lindsey Graham and company, they vote to confirm President Obama's godless picks to the Supreme Court, or ethically depraved picks to the Supreme Court. You can look at all the little speeches that were given by various Republican senators regarding Obama's illegal, unconstitutional executive order granting a pathway to citizenship and a pathway to amnesty to millions of illegal aliens. You can read their quotes. And then when Senator Ted Cruz wanted to try and stop the funding of the making illegals legal. Actually, he wasn't even trying to do that. He was just asking people to have a vote. Is this a constitutional spending bill or not? They wouldn't go along with it. And most of the Republicans voted for the bill. They voted to give money after they had condemned Obama as being lawless, after they had condemned his actions as being unconstitutional. They then turned around and funded the illegal aliens' path to amnesty. They're absolute hypocrites. And they will use their little quotes. They'll use the footage on the Senate floor, or they'll use little sound bites in the next election cycle to say that they condemned Obama's action, that it was illegal, that it was unconstitutional, that he's acting like a dictator, he's acting like a despot. But when push came to shove, they went along with it. That's why I say that in some ways they're more wicked than the Democrats, because they're betraying us. They're telling us one thing to get our votes, to get our money, and to act like they're the good guys in this narrative, when in fact they are a pack of Judases. I have been a leader in the pro-life movement for 30 years. And sadly, we have not prevailed in our goal to make it a criminal act to kill an unborn baby. There's reasons why we have failed. I wrote this book, A Humble Plea, to Catholic bishops, to evangelical clergy, and to lay people, explaining where we went wrong and what we have to do to prevail. We've made this available as a PDF online for free. I encourage you to go and download your own copy. We have put together what we call an online university for you. Now that's a highfalutin way of saying that we have a pretty significant library of material, books, tapes, videos that are there for you for free. Why are we doing this? Because America is desperate for new leaders, and because this material could help you to become the leader that you and God want you to be. Check it out and enjoy it.